Hi, my name is Greg Alexander and I'm an account manager at Morago, and in this video I'll be showing you how to manage the created feeds within a provider account. To reach the provider feeds area, select the provider you wish to manage and then select the Feeds tab. You can find that just here. From this table you'll see any existing feeds that have already been created. You can click on the box to the left of the feed name and then click the Edit button to manage the details of the feed. The first tab is titled Feed Details, and here general provider feed information can be viewed. Information on this page is mostly entered at the time of the feed's creation. The feed description, start and end activity dates can be viewed here. You can view the last spend date and the total spend to date for the feed also. Moving down, you can edit the click and/or impression price and view the networks the provider feed has been assigned to during creation. When adding a new feed, it's standard to add the minimum bid price for the network that the feed is linked to. M3 receives a bid price from the provider when the adverts are returned. So the bid price entered here is simply a safety net in case for any reason a bid price is not passed back, and then M3 will use this minimum bid price instead. Below you can view the feed impression, click and event ECPMI, which is the average earnings per 1,000 impressions. This can be useful to compare feed performance. The next tab is the feed negative keywords, which can be used in the provider accounts to stop feed results appearing against undesirable searches. An example would be adding a negative keyword of cheap in order to ensure no ads are returned against searches for cheap car insurance. To make an entry, select the Add New Negative button and add one negative keyword per line. You can download large lists to CSV by selecting this button, which appears here. This is useful if you're managing lots of negatives. So moving on, the Traffic Targeting and Filters tab within the provider account allows audience targeting options to be enabled. These are the same options that are available within advertiser accounts, and for detailed information you can refer to the advertiser targeting videos that are available. Next, you can set day parting. Day parting allows the feed to be active for particular times of the day, days of the week, or days of the month. 2 day parting sets can be added. For example, the feed could be active between 7 AM and 10 AM, and then from 4 PM until 7 PM. Moving on again, provider frequency capping can be used to control how often a single user sees or interacts with the ads returned by the feed within a day. It can be applied to both impressions and clicks. Number of times represents the number of times that a feed advert can be viewed or clicked on that day by a single user, with options from 1 to 100 times. The period controls dictate over what period of time this frequency capping restriction applies to, by hour, day, week, or month. The interval feature can be used to pace the impressions or clicks throughout the day, for example, every 1, 2, 3, 5, 15, or 30 minutes. The features can be used alone or in combination. Next, we've got feed source inclusions and exclusions, and these are a way of managing the individual traffic sources linked to a feed. Adding source inclusions will restrict traffic from publisher networks to only the sources that have been selected. Adverts from this provider feed won't show on any other publisher sites. Adding source exclusions blocks traffic from selected publishers in the network. Adverts from this provider feed will be shown on all publisher sites in the network except from those listed. To select the desired account, simply start typing the name of the publisher and select the correct option from the drop-down. You can then go on to add sub-publishers and known publisher sites if required. Lastly, you can leave a comment for future reference. So moving on, each provider feed can have daily and monthly impression and click limits set in the boxes which you find here. You can simply enter details you want and then save. Click into the fields like this to make an addition. The impression and click limits can be refined using the new customization feature, which allows the user to set daily and monthly impression and click limits for specific networks, publishers, sub-publishers, or sites. Lastly, the Credentials and Limits page shows the essential credentials required by the M3 system to retrieve a result set. This includes the feed account number, username or auth key, and also the feed password or dev key. Many feeds will be different in the credentials they supply, so your account manager will be on hand to help you set up your first feed. Thereafter, you can manage this directly if required. A discount percentage can be applied to the account at feed level. If entered here, this value will take priority over any value entered at provider level. The discount percentage is a means of controlling the revenue share passed to publishers. For example, if the feed provider pays commission out at 70% of bid price, it's important to pass the same value to the publisher. Therefore, by setting a discount value of 30%, 70% of the bid price is paid to the publisher, ensuring the publisher revenue share will be the same as commission earned. It's also possible to enter a daily search limit. This is the total number of requests that can occur in a day. Once this limit is reached, the feed will go offline until the following day. So that about covers everything. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact someone at Morago, and an account manager will be very happy to help.